Welcome to MMA on the Rocks. My name is Bill Welker, and you are listening to Picks and Pours 72. Took a couple of weeks off again inadvertently, but we should be back to our regularly scheduled programming now. We're coming off of UFC Perth, which was a pretty good card in my opinion, and we're looking forward to UFC 320 this Saturday, October 4th. Today, for those of you keeping track, is Thursday, October the 2nd, 2025. Before we get into any of the MMA stuff and maybe a little bit of BKFC, let me introduce from all the way across town, Matt the Mechanic. What's going on, Matt?
What's up, Bill? Over here watching the San Francisco 49ers beat the LA, what are they, the Rams? Yeah, Rams.
Are they still the Rams, or do they have to change their name to culturally appropriating livestock?
Speaking of cultural appropriation, I've also been watching my Cleveland Indians in the playoffs.
Oh yeah, are they doing well?
They made the playoffs, so that's good enough.
Playoffs. I'm not up to date on any sports stuff.
Me either.
A lot of people have been talking about the Super Bowl halftime show is going to have Bad Bunny. Are you a fan?
Who?
Bad Bunny.
Oh yeah, I like her.
It's a guy, I believe.
Oh.
He's a Puerto Rican rapper or a pop star. I'm not really sure.
Oh, that's good. I'm sure everybody would be really excited about that. It'll bring
people
unity and peace.
People seem pretty divided about it, which is on trend with everything else. People seem to either love the idea or hate it.
This guy looks like a Borat character.
Yeah, he's definitely an animated dude. I'm not too familiar with his music, but I know a lot of people have strong opinions about him doing the halftime show.
Danica Patrick appears to be pissed off.
She is.
Yep.
She's going to drive in circles about it.
Do some burnouts. Oh, yeah. Well, who cares?
I'm going to go wheel out my car.
Go get some food. Or don't watch the Super Bowl.
Yeah.
Who gives a shit?
Yeah. I think I've watched like one out of the last 5, maybe.
Yeah, but this one is odd. Bad Bunny. I'm going to have to listen to his music. Because this might be the first one that I've never at least heard one of their songs.
Oh, welcome to your upper 30s.
Yeah.
You're going to start being out of touch with a lot more things. I'm fading a little bit, to be honest. I've had my first full week of training in a long time. Like I lifted 2 days, Muay Thai Monday and Wednesday, and Jiu-Jitsu Tuesday, and then this morning. I haven't done that in ages, and the body's feeling it a little bit, I gotta say.
I've noticed your social media been in the gym a bit more. I need to get it in there, but
yeah. You still haven't been back on the mats yet?
We were planning on returning this week, but something came up. You know how that goes. You keep making excuses.
Yeah.
You're like, I'll do it next week. And then you're like, well, if I don't go on, because we use Tuesdays, Thursdays, and Fridays. And it's like, well, if we miss Tuesday, then we might as well just miss the whole week because, you just start a whole week. We're still in the
You want to hear what motivated me to get back to jiu-jitsu?
What's that?
I got recognized for my ears the other day, last week. And I don't have very pronounced cauliflower ear. I think it takes like a trained eye to notice mine because it's mostly like on the inside. I got a few bubbles up here, but there was a contractor working across the street and he just came over to introduce himself. And he looked at my ears and he goes, "Oh, you train?" And I was like, "Yeah." And he's like, "Jiu-jitsu or wrestling?" And I was like, "A little bit of both, depending on the day." And then he trains over in Oldsmar at Hobbs and Mora's. So I was like, man, if I got these ears, I might as well I might as well stick with it.
He's like, hey man, nice ears.
Yeah. Isn't it such an odd thing if a guy compliments your not necessarily compliments, but notices your cauliflower ear? It's a little bit of an ego boost, I gotta say.
Yeah.
I don't have like the Dagestan like scare people at a bar ears, but
there's a couple things in life that you can be called by certain people, and a fighter recognizing your ears is one that makes you feel good.
yeah. Yeah. So I did jujitsu twice this week, which is the first time I've done that in a long time. I got in one day last week and then trained in the gi actually 2 days this week. Dusted that thing off.
Yeah, it's kind of like getting called honey by the older black woman. You're just like it's just one of those compliments that just makes you feel good.
Yeah.
Anybody can call you honey, but when it's like the elderly black woman, it's just like I don't know, it feels like a warm embrace.
It hits different.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I guess I'm back. I showed up for Muay Thai on Monday, and I usually don't go in on Mondays. And everybody was calling me out to spar. I'm like, why are you guys picking on the old man?
Oh, that's what you do. And I know when you go back there, like, all right,
Yeah.
if I'm ever gonna get him, it's gonna be today.
Yeah. And I was like, look, yeah, that's when they had their best shot, I guess. But,
But not really, because that's when you know you can't mess around. Like you ain't got the cardio to last. So you're just like, I'm gonna put this guy down quick.
yeah. And that's pretty much the approach I took. Cardio held up pretty well. I've been
Well, yeah, that's
working
because you're
out.
pulling out your best moves. You're like, I don't have the energy to let these kids work right now. I just
Yeah.
gotta.
Yeah. I got to show these young bucks. I can't let them start lighting me up my first day back in training.
I imagine it's kind of like what the guys that give the famous guys that give seminars go through.
Yeah. Yeah. Like everybody wants to.
Yeah, like I'm gonna get this guy.
Yeah. Yeah. I've never been that guy. I won't even, I'm not the guy to call out the guy doing the seminar. That's never been me.
I don't think I've ever been to a seminar.
Yeah, I haven't been to too many of them either. But
You go
yeah,
to
I've never
Rob
been.
Kahn, but that wouldn't be a good idea.
I've trained with Rob Kahn a little bit. He's got some knowledge, man. I picked up a detail from him that I still use, and it was just like a little. It was like a little hip shift to pass the half guard that he showed me, and um, I still use it to this day. That must have been 9 years ago.
Wouldn't he be credited to the side control positions 1, 2, 3, and 4? Did he come up with that, or is that Arroyo?
Uh I don't know. You'd have to ask them. That's up in the air. I saw Matt Arroyo recently too. He was cornering a fighter at Vigilant Card I was commentating a few weeks ago.
Well, if Rob Kahn came up with that, that's another one that stuck with me. I don't care who explains it, tries to argue that there's a better system. No, 1, 2, 3, 4, easy.
I mean, I know all those positions. I don't think I know the numbers though. I just didn't learn it that way.
Oh well.
Yeah. Yeah, that's like a lot of stuff with jujitsu. Like somebody will tell me the name of it, and I'll be like, I don't know, and then they show what it is, and I'm like, oh yeah, that.
Oh yeah, I know that. Except the
Yeah.
buggy choke. I haven't figured that one out yet.
Oh fuck the buggy choke. I
Yeah, you
got
say that until you get caught in somebody that knows what they're doing.
I got caught in one of them, and it will never happen again. I guarantee you that.
It's kind of like you sound like you have the same opinion as you have of the twister.
I mean, once you figure it out, it's easy to escape, and so is the buggy choke.
Yeah, I'd like to see you getting Bryce Mitchell's twister.
Although I wouldn't let him get the opportunity. You heard me, Bryce. I'm calling you out. Just as I said, I'm not the call out guy. Chael Sonnen learned what a buggy choke was recently.
Yeah, he sure did. Twice.
Yeah, they like reset the match.
I don't know. I didn't watch it, if I'm being honest.
Yeah, I
There's
just
some
saw the
jiu-jitsu
highlights.
competition going on right now,
But,
UFC 3.
oh yeah, What, the BJJ?
Yeah, UFC BJJ.
I did watch the first one. It was pretty entertaining for jiu-jitsu.
The main event is your buddy Mikey versus some guy named Carrasco. I'll catch the highlights.
Well, jiu-jitsu is going to blow up now with all these pregnant women taking Tylenol.
What a weird last couple of weeks in the world has been.
Yeah, blue belts are clearing the Tylenol off the shelf across the country, I hear. But speaking of matches getting reset, did you watch last week's card?
No.
So Neil Magny was fighting Jake Matthews, and he got caught in a guillotine with there must have been 3 seconds left in the round, and Neil just kind of was relaxing his arm, and the ref thought he went out, and he stopped the fight, and Neil immediately stood up like, "What are you doing?" I wasn't out. He was kind of relaxing his arm, which is what you do sometimes to kind of relieve the pressure. And the referee reversed the decision and said, no, the fight's still on, even though he called it, which I didn't think could happen, but apparently it can. The fight continued, and then Neil wound up submitting Jake Matthews with a Bravo choke in the third round. It's actually a pretty good fight.
I didn't know that could happen either. I kind of agree with it. It's kind of a weird,
I
slippery.
think he called it, but I don't think he waved it off. And then the bell rang right as Jake let the choke go. So it was a very weird gray area. I don't know if it can be contested or not, but
I saw there one decision or one thing was getting contested, so it must be this one.
Yeah, if it was anything from that card, I imagine it was. And then the co-main event, very impressive submission by Jimmy Crute over Ivan Erslan. The commentary team didn't know what to call it. On Sherdog, they're calling it a reverse can opener, but as a WWE fan, you would know it as the camel clutch.
So what, did the guy just give up?
I mean, he was getting his neck cranked pretty bad. Jimmy was sitting on his back and had I guess it would be a reverse can opener technically, and he was pulling his neck, and the guy, he was really cranking on it. He had to tap, and they when they interview him, I think it was Paul Felder. He's like, "What do you call that?" And he's like, "I don't know. It fucking works." And I'm screaming at the TV like, "It's the camel clutch." The Iron Sheik is rolling in his grave, calling you all jabronis right now.
Yeah, I'm watching that. It looks like he should just hand fight a little bit. I don't know. That guy looks really strong.
Yeah. I mean, if somebody's sitting on your lower back and just cranking your neck, sometimes, the pain receptors cut off the rest of the brain.
What a weird submission.
Yeah, it was definitely unique. It's
embarrassing too.
It's my automatic contender for submission of the year. Pull off a camel clutch in the UFC. And funnily enough, I was just talking to my buddy, Steve Maraboli. I met up with him when I was up in New York last week, which is why we didn't record. And, or was that 2 weeks ago? I don't even remember now.
Well, 2 weeks ago, there wasn't any UFC event.
Oh, right. So 2 weeks ago, I was in New York and I was talking to Steve. Steve's a Renzo Gracie black belt, which is, one of the highest black belts you can be, in my opinion. And he occasionally fills in teaching classes, and he's like, yeah, I just show up and they let me teach whatever I want. So I'll teach the camel clutch.
Yeah. Also the co-host of one of the best MMA podcasts I've ever listened to. What was that called?
MMA and Beyond.
Man, I miss that show.
RIP. I still have it in my Apple podcast feed with the last episode unfinished, just so it can live forever on my phone.
Yeah, that was great. That was a bummer.
Yeah.
A bummer.
I made an appearance on that podcast.
I remember that from the basement, right? Or was it from Longo's place?
It was from Longo's place. He has like a loft area that kind of overlooks his gym where he hangs out, and that's where they would set up the podcast. And it was cool. Like I got to see Steamroller spar Ally Quinta, and they had a full on fight, and that was pretty cool to watch.
Man, Matt Favola, we haven't heard anything out of him, have we?
Yeah, I mean, he had his kid, but he's got a fight coming up. He's fighting that Canadian guy. If you want to look that up real quick,
Kyle Nelson.
Yeah, shout out.
2 weeks.
Yeah, shout out to the Steamroller.
What a legend. We'll have to get out the trumpets.
Yeah, you got it handy?
I think I have it on here somewhere.
Fire up those trumpets. You have those things labeled, or you just memorize them?
Ooh.
That was it. Little Timmy trumpets for the Steamroller right there.
Get copyrighted.
But yeah, last week was I think you played a short enough clip. Last week was a surprisingly good card. Carlos Ulberg handled Dominic Reyes, knocked him out in the first round. And yeah, there was some really surprisingly good fights, some good submissions. Yeah, solid card, I thought. I started watching it just in the background. I found myself getting more and more into it as it went on. I didn't expect much from it. That's why we didn't really do a podcast last week, because I think we were both I was sick last week, and I don't know what you had going on, but when you said like, "Hey, no episode tonight," I was all for it.
Yeah, we went to the gun range.
What do you think of the new open carry here in the state of Florida?
I mean, it's not for me, but so you know what it helps is if you could want to conceal carry, you don't have to worry about like exposing it. It's not a concern anymore because it's not breaking the law. So I like that aspect of it, but I don't know. You kind of walk around, you kind of look like a dork.
Yeah.
You're going to make everybody pay attention to you.
I mean, they passed it like a month ago now. I haven't seen anybody like walking around like.
I've seen some videos of guys, driving their motorcycle with like a rifle hanging on their back. It's like, oh God.
All right.
But
America.
I guess there's no brandishing a firearm technically anymore. And I know a lot of states that are open carry, and you don't see much other than the old timer with the revolver hanging off his.
Yeah.
I see the advantage for hunting and fishing, but you're already allowed to open carry with hunting and fishing. So whatever.
Yeah. I think it seems to me like the areas with the least amount of restrictions have the least amount of gun crime.
Yeah. I mean, I'm sure there's stats to back that up, but yeah, I saw a lot of people
worry about that,
making a big deal out of the open carry thing. And you're right. We haven't seen a single guy.
Yeah, I haven't. I was expecting to go to Walmart and see people walking around with AR-15s like God intended. But
and like that's not cheap either, because you can't, like, if you conceal it, it's you don't run the risk of somebody taking it from you. And unless you buy like a stage 2 holster, which is what you see the cops having, you're just walking around with a gun hanging off your side of your hip that everybody could take.
Are those holsters expensive?
I mean, you can get a cheap one that's just, you just walk up behind somebody and take it out. But yeah, they get very expensive. Not as expensive as a firearm, but
yeah,
firearms are expensive.
Yeah.
But if you live in Florida, you have like another week or two to take advantage of our tax holiday.
All right, send me what I should buy.
Okay, I figured it was like it's ending soon.
Yeah, it's been on my list. I got a long list, and it keeps growing. I just want to highlight this comment from Mark Fellows, the Iron Sheik Jimmy Crute. I don't know if Mark heard me credit the Sheik earlier or not, but
next Sunday it ends.
Okay, so I gotta get on
that, Bill.
I'm worried I might miss some of this card this weekend because my wife has her high school reunion. She's actually got two of her friends flew in today, and they're staying at our house for the event. It's like a big to do. I've never attended a high school reunion. I don't ever plan to. It's not my thing. But she went to like a school with a very small graduating class, and they're all like still in touch. They had like under 100 people. So
where's her school at?
In Tampa.
Oh, really? 100 people in Tampa? Huh?
Yeah, private school.
Oh, I had 100 in my school too, but it definitely wasn't private.
I had, I think 600 in my graduating class.
Jeez.
And I probably keep in touch with 3 or 4 of them.
Yeah.
The other, like basically 550 of them or so are anonymous. The others I might be Facebook friends or like if somebody told me the name, it might ring a bell. But usually when I hang out with my friends from high school, they're like, "Oh yeah, so and so, Johnny Brickhouse." I'm like, yeah, I don't remember that guy at all.
Yeah, my 20-year reunion was this summer, and I didn't go because it was like I have to fly up to Ohio and go to a little party at a golf course. It looked like 10 people showed up.
Yeah,
like it's $100 admission. Like,
yeah, mine is usually at like a dive bar in my hometown.
You know what? It'd be interesting to see the difference of what happened to class reunions versus the rise of social media.
Yeah, that I would imagine it's gone down a lot because like you see what all these people are up to now if you choose to. And you get to know everything about them. You know what they had for dinner last week.
Yeah, you know everything. Like I'd fly all the way up there and be like, "Hey, I saw you had T-bone last Saturday. How was that?"
Yeah. Yeah, it's like I still get thrown off when people are like, "Oh, how's your chicken coop coming along?" I'm like, "I haven't talked to you in 6 months." And they're like, "Yeah, I was watching your stories."
Well, I defeat. You know how I defeat that? That doesn't happen to me.
Don't post anything.
I don't post anything.
Yeah. Yeah, that's the way to be.
To each their own.
I post and ghost on social media for the most part. It's a very toxic place to be.
Yeah. All right, we got a pay-per-view this weekend.
Yeah, we do.
That means I got some E.H. Taylor. Credit to the old Welker.
Are you still working on that bottle?
Yeah, man. I have to only break it out for pay-per-views.
You know, E.H. Taylor is becoming more widely available. If you pop into a Winn-Dixie nearby, you might find it for $60.
They got it for 70 at Lucan's now.
Oh, really?
I think the Buffalo Trace Rise is over.
Mm-hmm.
Eagle Rare staying on the shelf.
Yeah. Our buddy Earl texted me last week with a picture of a stack of E.H. Taylors at Winn-Dixie, and he said the world is healing.
Yeah, they've all moved on to seltzers and THC infusions.
Yeah, I just did last week. I did the Whiskey and Mystery podcast again. It was my second appearance on there. The first one, I broke down the movie Clue and paired a whiskey with it. No. The first one I did Scream, and the most recent one I did the movie Clue. So my buddy Blake Stevenson runs that channel, and he's a big whiskey guy now, and he lives in Austin, and he's saying, E.H. Taylor's on the shelf everywhere. Like it's not, the small batch is not hard to find at all.
And here you were concerned about it not being available at all because of the flood. It seems like all they've done is flooded the market.
Yeah, they're like, we got to stop stockpiling this shit because we're losing all our inventory. Just ship it all out to Florida.
I did see there's some mania. Lucan's has like it's a collection of 4 pints of special Buffalo Traces. I don't know what it
batch.
It's $3,500. I think they marked it down to $2,000, but it started at $3,500.
Flood batch Buffalo Trace. It's all the rage. Anyway, let's get into this pay-per-view. This is the first pay-per-view I've been excited for in a long while. Is Joe Pyfer the opening fight?
Yeah.
Okay, so I have a feeling I know which way you're going to lean on this one because of your rule that you have. So Abusipian Magomedov.
Wait, where's this at? Vegas or Middle East?
This is at the T-Mobile in Vegas.
Oh, so the rule does not apply.
Oh, so it's only fighters ending in V fighting in the Middle East?
Yeah.
That's the criteria?
Mm-hmm.
Our buddy Cook's Auto World just joined. He asked if he missed the BKFC talks. No, we didn't get into that. We're saving that for last, probably.
We should boycott this BKFC.
I would, except Jessica Borga is the co-main event, and I'm friendly with her, so I'll be rooting for her this weekend for the women's King of Violence title. Well, let's get into that later. All right, so Magomedov versus Joe Pyfer. Joe Pyfer coming off his first loss in the UFC, right?
Has he fought since then?
Oh no, he beat Kelvin Gastelum in his last fight. So he lost to Jack Hermanson back in February 2024. He's had 2 wins since then. And Abusipian, I think I'm saying that right, the Russian, is on a 3-fight win streak. His last loss was to Kyle Bahalio back in November 2023. He also has a loss to Sean Strickland, dear buddy. I would think Pyfer is a favorite here.
Yeah.
Wait, don't tell me. Minus 350.
250.
Okay. I was thinking in the 200s, but then it's usually wider than whatever I guess. So I went 350. But yeah, 250 sounds right. So who are you favoring in this one?
I'm actually got some wild picks. I'm coming back wild to this week, and I'm gonna take Joe Pyfer round 1 KO.
Ooh, guns blazing. What are the odds on that?
Plus 250.
All right. So you kind of flip the odds by going for the first round KO, and you get an underdog pick, essentially. I like that. And then Josh Emmett coming back. He's coming off a loss, right?
Yes.
Again,
it's like 3 or 4
against Yusuf Zalal. Let me pull up Josh Emmett real quick. Yeah, he's lost his last 3 or 4. His only win was that brutal knockout over your boy Bryce Mitchell. But if you look at the guys he's lost to, Yair Rodriguez, Ilya Topuria, and Lerone Murphy. And the Lerone Murphy fight was a good fight. But he's getting in there with Yusuf Zalal, the Moroccan Devil, and he's on quite a streak. Has not lost since June of 2021. And then right after that, he had a draw with Damon Blackshear. But after that, he beat our buddy Billy Quarantillo 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 in a row. Won his last fight, decision over Calvin Kattar. So I imagine Zalal's a favorite here.
Yeah. He is guess?
Minus 400?
Minus 470.
I was in the ballpark. I think Price is Right. I would have won. Price is Right rules. So who are you picking?
I'm taking Emmett here.
All right. What's the underdog money on Emmett?
Plus 360. See, I know Josh is getting older and he's slower, but he still has power.
Yeah, he's never been particularly fast, but he has that right hand equalizer. He has that that Dan Henderson right hand that can put anybody in the division down at any time.
Josh Emmett gets submitted because that's what this guy does, submissions.
Mm-hmm.
So, and I also saw that TJ Dillashaw is now the corner man for Josh Emmett, so maybe he's not aging as much.
Ah. Yeah, if he's got that Dillashaw juice in his corner.
I saw that embedded. I don't know. I always kind of, I know Dillashaw takes some shit, but I always kind of liked him.
That's interesting. Is Josh Emmett not at Team Alpha Male anymore?
I don't know. I just saw he's hitting pads with TJ.
Very interesting, because TJ is sworn enemies with that gym. According to SureDog, he's still associated with Team Alpha Male. Yeah, I'd like to dig a little deeper into that after the show. All right, so you're taking Josh Emmett just
plus
straight money?
Yep.
And what is he plus?
360.
Okay.
I like that number.
Yeah, I'm not mad at that. I like numbers that are divisible by 3. And then this fight, I'm really looking forward to. Yuri Prohaska. I mean, that guy could fight every week, and I'll tune in. He's just must-see TV, in my opinion. And Khalil Roundtree, I've said this time and time again. The guy just fights with such a chip on his shoulder, and I found it a little irritating at first, but then it became more and more endearing as his career developed. How he's just like always fights like he has something to prove. Like he's always trying to prove the whole world wrong. And I respect that.
Is he the one that goes to Thailand a lot?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, and he's
not on very good terms with Sean Strickland, right?
Yeah, who is?
Bryce Mitchell.
Is he?
Yeah.
Are they buddies?
You know who the challenger in the main event is good friends on good terms with Sean Strickland.
Sandhagen?
No, the main event. Alex Pereira.
I was looking at the co-main event.
He spent time out in Connecticut helping get ready for this fight.
That's right. Didn't they fight?
Yeah.
All right, so hold on, I don't want to get too off track. This one to me is a pick'em. Just because Yuri is so unpredictable. Khalil is more tight technically. But that doesn't always mean anything. Yuri has defeated guys that are much more technical than him, and he's done it with some wild shit. And that's why I love watching both of these guys fight. So I'm just looking forward to a good fight in this one, but I imagine it's pretty even money.
No. Yuri is a favorite at minus 198.
Okay. All right. So who are you picking then?
I'm going to take Yuri just because this is one I'm just going with my gut. Like you said, Yuri's got better competition. He's coming off a long break where he got his college degree, and he seems to be a guy that benefits from time off, and he gets like in this crazy mental things. And
what did he get his degree in?
Cop.
Okay.
Criminal justice, I think.
So Roundtree had one of those life-changing fights with Pereira where he came out of that just battered. And that's the type of thing that not a lot of guys come back from. But he came back and beat Jamal Hill in the main event UFC on ABC back in June. And he looked good. I mean, considering the life-altering beating he took from Alex Pereira, he was competitive in that fight, but at the end of it, it didn't look like it. So yeah, I think Roundtree's got a lot of momentum. He's definitely motivated. I think he's on the smaller side for light heavyweight, but middleweight would be a 20-pound cut from there. Like I don't think he cuts a ton of weight to make 205. I mean, he's 6'1". He's pretty lean already. I don't think he could make that cut, but he is a tad undersized for the light heavyweight division, in my opinion. But
Yeah,
I
he
think
seems to be doing well. And I looked it up. He got a master's degree in security and strategic studies.
Wow.
Because it says it would work on his mental and strategic thinking for his professional MMA career.
All right. I mean, he's definitely a outside the box kind of guy. So I imagine he got that in the Czech Republic.
Mm-hmm.
All right.
Yep.
Interesting.
That's kind of a weird way to go about that. I'm not learning how criminals work, but he thinks he's fighting criminals.
This sounds like a TV show I could get into, like a former MMA fighter becomes a detective, and you just got to beat the shit out of everybody.
A reality show with Yuri running your security would be funny.
Yeah, but speaking of murder mysteries, I've gotten into this show, and I don't get into shows. Like I haven't really been into a show in, I don't know, 5 years or something. But I've been watching Only Murders in the Building. Have you seen this?
No.
It's on Hulu. It's got Steve Martin, Martin Short, and Selena Gomez. I have been binging this show. I started it 2 weeks ago, and I'm on season 4. That's probably not binging by most people's definitions, but
it's a Sunday, Bill.
That's no, I don't have time. I go through like 2 or 3 episodes a night pretty consistently, and that's as bingey as I get. But I love it. But I'm also like a huge, like I grew up on Martin Short and Steve Martin, so I'm big fans of both of those guys, and I've become a fan of Selena Gomez because of the show as well. And the guest stars are just top notch.
What is it, like a?
They live in this ritzy building in New York City, and Steve Martin plays like a retired. He used to be an actor on like an old TV cop show, and Martin Short is like a Broadway director that hasn't worked in a while. And Selena Gomez lives in the building as well, but her background's a little murky as to how she wound up there. But yeah, the first season starts out, a guy commits suicide in the building, and these three somehow wind up together and figuring out like it was actually a murder, and they start a podcast, and the podcast becomes very popular. And then, as it goes on, they're just solving a different murder every season. Yeah. And that's the long and short of it. But the dialogue is great. The writing is great. The twists are great. And I actually got into it because of that Whiskey and Mystery podcast I was on. They had covered this show, and my buddy Blake was just raving about it. So I was like, oh, let me just throw this on one night. And I wound up burning through like 5 episodes that first night, and I've been into it ever since. But let's get into the co-main event here, because this one's really intriguing to me. And it's Merab Dvalishvili putting his bantamweight title on the line against Corey Sandhagen. They have a few mutual opponents, I believe. Umar Nurmagomedov being one of them. and probably a couple of others. Did they both fight Song Yadong?
Man, what is that?
Oh, somebody's there goes Danica Patrick.
He's driving a motorcycle through my living room.
Did you hear her screaming, "Fuck Bad Bunny"?
Fucking Bad Bunny's on the Super Bowl. Yeah. Who are you asking about?
She's going out to spread the news. She's open carrying on her motorcycle.
I forget what you asked me. The Corey Sandhagen fight.
If they both fought Song Yadong.
I don't know. We need our AI assistant.
Yeah.
I don't think so. I don't see it on. I don't see it.
Sandhagen is one of those guys that I think is super elite, but he just has times where I think he sticks to a game plan a little too much. Like he's too stuck to his game plan, and that's his downfall sometimes. But then other times he sticks to a game plan and has phenomenal performances. Yeah. And Merab just seems unstoppable at this point. Like the guy really is a machine. I think he's probably one of the hardest workers on the whole roster. And you know, Sandhagen had a hard time with Nurmagomedov, and Merab just dismantled him.
Yeah.
So, you know, I know MMA math doesn't always check out, but you know, when you have a problem with a guy that's good in a certain area, and then you're facing a guy who's better in that area and saw the problems that you had, I would imagine he's going to be looking to exploit those. But stranger things have happened. But I imagine the champ has to be a big favorite here.
Yeah, he's at minus 410, opposite Corey's plus
Yeah.
320. I agree. We have bias here, but I'm a huge Merab fan. I think he's unstoppable. I think he has a potential to hold a belt for a very long time.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know if moving up was ever be in his if he wants to do that. But
Yeah.
Sandhagen, if you look down the list, is like the only guy you look at like he has a chance.
Oh, sure. I mean, Sandhagen's got a chance against anybody. He's an elite caliber fighter. He's got a super high fight IQ. He's very well rounded. The only place you could say he's lacking is the wrestling. I mean, he's got good wrestling, but he's a lanky guy for the division, and it's hard if you're a lanky guy to wrestle against small, stocky guys that are relentless.
So I'm just gonna throw up a bone here, and I saw Corey by submission is plus 2,500. So it's only $1. I'm gonna put it on sub. I wish you could pick leg lock and get better odds, but it's like fuck it, we're gonna throw up a leg lock.
Lock in those odds before Mark Goddard is announced as the referee.
Yeah,
because I think that's the only time Merab got submitted.
I know it's highly unlikely, but what am I gonna put it on Merab and make 10 cents?
Yeah, that's fair. Our buddy Ryan says, I always think of Merab as a bowling ball, and all the other fighters in his division are just pins. That's a good analogy.
Yeah,
or mechanic.
From a mechanic.
All right, let's get into this main event. We got a rematch here. Magomed Ankalaev, the sitting champion at light heavyweight, defending the belt against the former champion Alex Pereira. The first fight was pretty one-sided. It seemed like Pereira did not show up on that night, but he seems motivated to get revenge here. I would think, you know, Pereira obviously is the fan favorite. He's obviously the promotional favorite. Ankalaev is not a guy you want holding the belt because he's going to be quiet in between title defenses. He's not going to make a lot of noise. He's not going to bring a lot of press. So promotionally, you got to want to see Pereira get the belt back. But I still imagine Ankalaev is a favorite after the head-to-head win in their last outing.
Man, I was just looking at the scorecards of the first one. It's 47-48, 47-48. And then you got Sal D'Amato, 46-49. But yeah, Magomed is minus 285, Alex plus 230.
Okay, yeah, that's about where I thought it would be. So who are you picking?
I'm taking Alex. I mean, I'm just going to take his word that he says he was at 40% last fight. I don't really know what that means, but I just remember watching that and going, something don't seem right.
Who knows what it means? I think I start my day most of the time at 40% at best. So, but
It's
I
a
mean,
fair point. But yeah,
yeah,
at plus 230, I'll take it there. I've been taking a lot of, I'm going big this card.
fair
Either
enough.
going to win big or lose big.
Fair enough. We got some interesting ones on the undercard. Edmund Shabazian and Andre Muniz, I think, will be a fun fight. Macy Chiasson and Yana Santos, I think, is a good fight. And then Patchy Mix making another run in the UFC against Jacob Wicklax. Oh, and Austin Vanderford is on this card as well. He's fighting Ramiz Brahimaj.
Yeah, and the main event of the prelims is that I don't know how to say his name. It's the Atiba, the Cameroon guy, a guy from Cameroon. He's real interesting. He was on Embedded playing with cats all week. I don't know what that's about, but he has some really fast knockouts.
That reminds me of our old buddy Bogdan.
Does he like cats?
No, squirrels.
Squirrels. Okay.
Yeah, he did have cats, I believe, but he used to post videos of Facebook of him like cuddling with squirrels in his backyard and feeding him. And this guy is like one of the baddest motherfuckers I've ever known in real life. I mean, he was a K1 world champion. This is my former Muay Thai coach I'm talking about here. Ukrainian guy, just as tough as they come. And yeah, he would just be like petting squirrels in his backyard, and he would feed them, and like they would sit on his shoulder and stuff. He like domesticated them.
Seems to be certain people that are attached to squirrels. He would not like to know what I did as a kid to squirrels, but
take a 22 to him in the backyard.
No, shotgun. We eat those things. They're delicious. I would never eat the ones around here, though.
Ohio squirrels just hit different.
Yeah, I think it's because we have cornfields and they eat that.
You would like probably some New York squirrels because around the city they get pretty fat.
No, I don't want to. I don't want to eat anything that's around cities. That's a rodent.
New York is also the only place I've ever seen black squirrels.
Never saw a black squirrel.
Really?
I've seen an albino squirrel in like Brevard, North Carolina. That's like the famous thing is they have albino squirrels.
All right.
I kind of thought it was a gimmick, and sure enough, there was one just running across the power line, just completely white.
Home of the Oscar Blues Brewery, one of my favorites.
Yeah, I got to get back up there.
I've been to both of their locations. I've been to the one in Brevard, and I've been to the one in, I think it's Boulder, Colorado.
Yeah, I was just there.
You went to the brewery?
Not at the brewery. I was just up there, and I remember sitting in Colorado going, man, there's something I really like that's around here. And I walked into the gas station, and I was like, man, they got a lot of Oscar, but then it just clicked.
Yeah, they're in there. Did you go through Boulder?
No, it's south.
It's a legitimate one-horse town. Like there was a post office, like some kind of gift shop, the Oscar Blues Brewery, and a pinball museum, and that was pretty much the whole town.
Really, that's where Joey Diaz lived for a while.
Yeah, I mean, maybe it was just the street I was on, or maybe it wasn't even Boulder. Maybe I'm not remembering it. My memory is shit.
Well, maybe it's kind of like Oscar Blues in North Carolina. It says it's Brevard, but it's really this little village that's probably like something you're talking about.
Yeah, they seem to like the off the beaten path, but that Dale's Pale Ale is is one of my favorite beers. That's just like a comfort food beer.
Yeah, but that's definitely one in our rotation. I forget what I get every time I go there, but they just always have good stuff. Their brewery's nice, clean. They always have good food.
They make the one that's called Cano Bliss.
Yeah, that's it. Yeah, that's the one I like.
Tastes very much like something else. Got that skunkiness to it that I'm sure you enjoy.
All right, let's do some bare knuckle, even though I don't know what's going on.
Yeah, so bare knuckle's going on this weekend. Mike Perry's fighting Jeremy Stevens. I get why they did this. You know, they want to give Perry big names that he can beat. But I mean, Jeremy Stevens fought most of his career at 145 pounds. Mike Perry's been fighting at 175. I don't even know what weight this fight is at.
It is middleweight,
Which is 175 in BKFC. So yeah, the press conference, yeah, it's confusing. I think they go by boxing weight classes, but it's not really boxing. But yeah, Conor McGregor was at the press conference high as fuck. And he was talking. He's just been talking about being on the White House card for the UFC. Like he's adamant about it.
You know, according to him, the deal's done. He did it with Donald Trump.
Wow.
He signed it already.
He signed a deal with Donald Trump?
Yeah, that's what he said.
Executive orders can put people on UFC cards now?
Apparently.
All right.
I don't know. That card's 8 months away. We don't need to talk about that for at least 5 months.
Well, in any case, Perry wants the Conor fight if he beats Stevens, but Conor told him he has to fight Dave Mundell. He said he won't fight him until he's a world champion.
Okay, well, I would like that.
Yeah, I loved it because Conor, I saw multiple interviews with Conor where he's like, yeah, he has to be a world champion for me to fight him. He's like, he has to fight Dave Mundell. Dave Mundell's been running the division for what, 4 years now?
Yeah, that's such a yeah. You're right. You see both sides of what's going on. It's like every time that they get close to taking the Mundell fight, then somebody like Jeremy Stevens pops up, and they're like, "Oh, okay, we could do that." Even though I don't think Jeremy Stevens is that big of a name.
Yeah, I mean, but he's never had a boring fight.
Yeah,
Jeremy Stevens puts on a show, and
there was supposed to be another big fight on this card, but Frankie Edgar's not on there anymore.
Oh, really? That's probably for the best. Oh yeah, he was supposed to fight Jimmy
Riviera or whatever.
Yeah. But yeah, I hope that Dave gets the Perry fight after this, and if he doesn't, he's just got to put it to bed. Like it's just not going to happen if it doesn't happen after this.
Well, or just keeps doing what he's doing. He just does whatever the BKFC says. Hey, this is the next defense. I'm sure he gets. I mean, I don't, not to get into his finances, but I'm sure it pays. It's the best money he's been ever made in his career. It has to be, and if he just keeps beating these guys up, then
yeah,
sure.
Did you see that the press conference? Perry said he wants to fight Conor at the White House card.
Yeah, I did see that clip. Idiot. Yeah,
they're like, we got to have an American who can win. It's like, dude, you're at a press conference for the promotion that you work for now that fired you. You went out and ran your own failed promotion, and now they had you back, and you're talking about going to fight in the UFC.
Yeah, they're going to talk, and the UFC's going to bank their main event of the biggest card they ever done on Mike Perry and Conor McGregor. Yeah, I don't think so.
What do you think it's going to be? Do you think it's going to be Nate Diaz and Conor?
I don't know. I don't know if Conor said he needs $100 million and 100 Visa cards.
Yeah.
I don't know. That's who I would want. That would be my pick. But
did you see Ronda Rousey's training again?
How old is she? She wasn't even fighting when I started watching this sport.
She's got to be upper 30s now.
I don't know.
37 maybe.
Frankie Edgar didn't get cleared.
Oh, if she wants to fight, they'll make sure she gets cleared.
No. Frankie Edgar didn't get cleared.
Oh, yeah. Ronda's 38. She'll be 39 in February. So she'll be 39 when that White House card takes place.
I'm sure, whatever. I
mean, she's only a year older than Amanda Nunes.
I don't care. But Nate Diaz, Conor would be cool. And if not, I'd say it's Merab defending his belt. I've explained my theory on that.
Yeah. Unless Sandhagen beats him on Saturday.
Then Corey Sandhagen's a contender. That's an American champion. That's what the UFC is hoping for, is an American champion to come up between now and then.
Yeah, because right now, I think Kayla Harrison's the only contender to be
right now
American champion.
Yeah. Oh, I think that fight's like already on that card.
Oh, okay. That's a good fight. I like that fight. And then a quick shout out to Jessica Borga, who, I'm friendly with. We follow each other on social media. I interviewed her at the last BKFC in Clearwater. Definitely an interesting character. She's 3-0 in BKFC. She's the 145-pound champion, going up against the, I guess, pound for pound top female, Christine Ferea, who is, I think, the 135-pound champion, or she might be the 125-pound champion, but I think it's going to be a catch weight for the, what do they call it? The Queen of Violence? I don't know.
Yeah, sure.
But
her opponent's the one. She's got a filthy mouth, doesn't she?
Huh?
Yeah, her opponent's the one with a real filthy mouth, isn't she?
Ferea?
Yeah.
Yeah. But Jessica in her personal life does some not so socially acceptable things, and that's her right. She runs an OnlyFans and does that sort of stuff. So Christine has had a lot of commentary on that.
Oh, so those clips I've seen are probably about this girl then, huh?
Yeah. When I think it was something along the lines of Jessica was like, she keeps running her mouth, and Christine Ferea is like, well, she's had 10 dicks in her mouth this week.
Yeah, it's a work.
No, I think they genuinely dislike each other.
I guess, but that makes sense. Don't all women, I think women, they have to dislike their opponent.
Probably. Yeah. I don't know. I've never been a woman yet, but I'm not going to rule it out because, who knows? But yeah, I imagine there's a lot more emotion involved. For sure.
All right, there's not much news. They announced 2 fights this week.
Well, one more thing on the BKFC. Carl Roberson is making his BKFC debut against Aluwale Bambose.
Ooh, he's a scary looking guy.
Yeah. Carl Roberson had a pretty good run in the UFC for a while. He and I are Instagram buddies also. I should have been reaching out to these people and get them on the show if I was more if I took more initiative.
Yeah, we could have had some guests in these off weeks.
Yeah. Should have done that, but should have, could have.
Timmy Mason, he needs to retake his picture.
Who's that?
Timmy Mason, the feature fight. He needs to take a new picture. I don't know if you're looking at Bare Knuckles website.
Oh yeah, that haircut's not doing him any favors. He's filling in for Frankie Edgar, I guess.
Oof.
Wow, 5'10". And what is this going to be? 135? Oh, lightweight, which is 145, I think.
I don't know the bare boxing ones.
Yeah. I used to know them all. I used to know all the boxing weight classes, but now my brain is wired for UFC. All right, what was the news you were going to bring up?
It's just that they announced the next fights over in wherever the hell it is, Qatar, November 22nd. But it's Armin versus Dan Hooker. So we got to answer that question. He's got his punishment is Dan Hooker for missing weight.
Yeah.
And then Ian Gary is fighting Bilal Muhammad in the co-main event.
Yeah, I like that fight.
Yeah.
That's a good card.
Yeah, too bad it'll be at like noon or 11.
I hope so, because I think I'm going to be doing commentary in Fort Myers for Vigilant that day. So if it's an early day card, I'll be able to watch it at my hotel or something.
Other than that, not much news that doesn't involve the stupid White House card that's too far away.
Yeah.
Wanderlei Silva had a bad weekend last week.
Oh, yeah, that was bad. That was bad.
I'm sorry, but that's like the picture of him, just everyone fighting and he's just laying there completely knocked out and people are still fighting.
I watched a few different angles of it, and they said like a security guard or something knocked him out, but then
no, it was the guy who was fighting son.
Yeah. Well, that's what happened. That guy came and punched him in the back of the head, and then somebody else came and punched him in the face, and he went down. But you could tell he was hurt from the shot to the back of the head. That's crazy, man. A legend like Wanderlei Silva fighting on some promotion that nobody even knew about until the scuffle afterwards. Like, that guy, he's MMA royalty, as far as I'm concerned.
But Wanderlei is one of his cornermen who's a very well-known guy.
Fabricio Verdum.
Yeah, he's just beating the hell out of somebody.
Yeah.
Yeah, whatever.
Yeah. Well, there's a reason that what's his name? Shit, I forgot the guy's name. The guy you met at American Top Team. The UFC fighter, the welterweight.
Oh, Colby?
Yeah, Colby Covington. I forgot about his name. He hasn't been around in so long. Remember, Colby had a confrontation with Fabricio Verdum, and he called the cops on him. I don't blame him. I met Verdum at one of the first BKFCs when I had my press pass. I was actually sitting next to him and Wanderlei, and Verdum walked up to me because I was chewing gum, and he asked me if I had gum, and I was intimidated by. I don't get intimidated easily, but he has this presence about him that he would just fuck you up for not having gum.
No, I don't have gum, sir. Give me the gum in your mouth, man.
Yeah, I would have been. Here you go. Here you go, Mr. Verdum. Can I get you anything else?
You need me to go get you a beer.
He's a big dude too. And it was like, I didn't understand him at first because he's got the heavy accent. But yeah, unfortunately, I wasn't able to offer him any gum. I was like, I have it in my car. You want me to go get it?
I'll run to the store if you need it.
Yeah, there's a gas station 3 miles down the road.
Oh, don't worry. I'll just buy another ticket to get in here.
Yeah, pretty much. But anyway, I guess we can end on that.
That's it.
I don't have any gum right now either. Yeah, anything else you want to get off your chest?
I guess there's the Rocks movie with the Smashing Machine is coming out that
I want to see.
Looking forward to.
Yeah, I didn't listen to the whole Joe Rogan episode with Mark Kerr yet, but
I mean, I don't know who Mark Kerr is, but I love The Rock.
Mark Kerr was. I mean, you've seen the clips of The Rock, right?
I'm kidding. I know who Mark Kerr is.
Okay. Well, I don't know. That was way before. You said Ronda Rousey wasn't fighting when you started following this sport.
I mean, I don't specifically remember any of his fights, but I've seen some of his fights. He was the guy that wore like black shorts with white trim, right? Like he wore like
that. I don't remember. I just remember him getting on top of people and smashing them. Hence the Smashing Machine.
Yeah, he wore black shorty shorts with white trim.
Yeah.
And
I
he
think he
does look
wore
like
like
The
the
Rock.
brief tights. Yeah.
He does look like The Rock. He was talking about how Rogan on how he sold Toyotas after he retired from fighting, that's unfortunate. But
Yeah, but I mean, there was no money in fighting back then. It was all about just like who was the toughest guy.
he seems to be doing well now. He's got a big movie coming out.
Mm-hmm.
I hope he makes money off this because this looks like it's going to be huge.
Yeah, it looks like it's finally paying off for him, which is it's good to see. You don't want to see people ending their careers like Vanderlei Silva.
With a good quick Google search, he looks huge.
Oh yeah, he was massive.
And imagine The Rock had to put on weight to play him.
Oh yeah, but he became Mark Kerr. Like just watching the previews, like he's him. It's wild.
It's about time The Rock does just not a blockbuster style movie.
Yeah, I mean, he gets to show off like his acting chops. He kind of always plays the same character. This is the first time I think he's really morphed into somebody else.
He must have really redlined it though, because have you seen him since shooting this movie? He is not big anymore.
Yeah, it's wild the way he can transform his body like that. It's pretty incredible.
I mean, he looks skinny now, but
Mhm.
whatever. This
Yeah,
isn't TMZ.
he fluctuates a lot. It's like I guess for whatever he's gonna do. Like if he's gonna get back into WWE, he'll probably bulk up again, and because he's been appearing pretty regularly on there, right?
No, not anymore. I think
Oh,
he,
okay.
I think he made his return, and I mean, he was been on in the last year, and I think he read that steroid train down, but he definitely took advantage of it and
Mhm.
went in the UFC. But I mean, if you see a picture of him now, he looks, I mean, not big at all.
Hmm. I
He
remember he
really,
was
the,
real skinny for a while. I
the
I think he
doctors must have
also
said, "Hey, man, you got to chill on this shit for a while, or your
yeah.
kidneys are gonna shoot out your asshole."
Yeah, I'm sure he's super smart about it. He
Yeah,
seems like he seems to like know like exactly what his body can take. But yeah, he's a machine. Like, hey, Rock, you got to put on 80 pounds of muscle to play this character. All right, give me 4 weeks.
yeah. I'm excited to see this movie. Learn about Mark Kerr.
Yeah, I want to see it too.
It's been a while since I've seen a good movie. I was thinking, man, is this the one that's going to finally make me go to the movie theater in the first time in 10 years? No, but I'm still excited.
Close.
I don't know what would make me go to the movie theater.
I
Nothing
mean,
really.
I go pretty often. I have like my
Right.
AMC membership, but I'm always going to see kids movies.
With your child. Make sure you clarify that.
Yes, with my child.
But yeah, that's all I got this week.
The last movie I saw, adult movie I saw, was the second Joker, and that was one of the worst movies I've ever seen.
Oh, the musical.
Oh, it's terrible. Did you see it?
No.
Don't.
I won't. I listened to Tim Dillon. Tim Dillon's in the movie, and he went on his show and said, "Look, do not go watch this movie. It sucks."
Yeah. Yeah, and I remember I think I saw that interview too. He was like, "The movie we made was not the movie that I saw."
No, he said that he knew it was going to be bad because he said, "I walked in and saw Joaquin Phoenix doing show tunes, and I knew this was not going to be good."
Mm,
But
mm,
then, next week we'll be back. We got a good card next week. That's the Rio card.
nice.
Oliveira versus Gamrot.
Sweet. All right. Well, let's do this again next week. All right, that's all we got. So until next time, cheers, everybody. Goodbye.